So let's talk about the big story on what went wrong for the BJP in Uttar Pradesh. What are the reasons? Let's take a look at the big questions. We'll try and answer that in the course of the next half an hour. Is it the wrong choice of candidates, or was it an internal sabotage, an internal rift within the party that led to the BJP losing out in the elections? Another question that faces the BJP, the answers of which it will be looking at in the Manthan, is who are those who betrayed the party? Who are those who are behind this massive loss for the BJP in Uttar Pradesh? The setback that it faced. And of course, the biggest question as of now, of course, the NDA has come to power in the center, but the biggest question for the BJP will now remain on whether the 2024 verdict will resonate even in the 2027 Uttar Pradesh polls. And that's going to be the bigger question, a question of credibility as well for the Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath. And the last question, of course, can Uttar Pradesh course correct before the 2027 polls? What went wrong? What was the reason for it? All these are the questions that are going to be answered. In the next half an hour, we're going to be looking at these questions. But why are we asking these questions? Remember, 27 of the BJP's 49 sitting MPs were handed a defeat in the Uttar Pradesh, in the state of Uttar Pradesh. So in total, the BJP had repeated 54 candidates who contested in 2019, but 31 of them failed to secure a victory this time around. In fact, the BJP is holding a Manthan in Lucknow to discuss internally where the problems really lie. They're likely to introspect on who from within the party sabotaged the BJP's UP prospects. The name of the villain will be given to the UP State Chief, Bhupendra Chaudhary. Yesterday, the region of Awadh was discussed, while today the Kanpur-Bundelkhand region will be discussed. A report will also be prepared for each of these seats with the observations of the local leaders about why the BJP lost. In fact, one of the incumbents who lost was R.K. Patel in Banda, and today he rules saying, "Gairon ne nahi loota, hame to apno ne loota." Listen in to why he said this.
जो समाज जो हम लोगों के साथ रहने वाले साथी थे, वो मैं उनकी बात कर रहा हूँ ना, कि दूसरों में कहीं थोड़ी दम था। मैं तो बात कर रहा हूँ कि गैरों ने हमें थोड़ी लूटा, हमारे अपने लोगों ने ही इस तरह का काम किया। जो अपने को बताने वाले लोग थे कि हम आपके हैं, हम आपके हैं। अरे एक व्यक्ति थोड़ी होता है, जब धारा बहती है तो उसमें तमाम लोग कूद जाते हैं। कुछ लोग पार्टी के लोग ही थे जो टिकट मांग रहे थे, नहीं मिला, जिनके टिकट विधानसभा में कटे, वो खुलेआम विरोध कर रहे थे, खुलेआम प्रचार कर रहे थे कि भाजपा को नहीं जिताना, भाजपा को नहीं जिताना, भाजपा को हराना है।
Now, the tussle between two BJP strongmen in Western Uttar Pradesh, Sangeet Som as well as Sanjeev Balyan, is also showing no signs of ending. In the latest now, an unsigned and undated press note purportedly written on the letterhead of the BJP's Thakur strongman, Sangeet Som, accuses the Jat leader Sanjeev Balyan of indulging in widespread corruption during his 5-year tenure and as the union minister. Some of these allegations are a partnership speaking about an ethanol plant with the former SP leader Gaurav Swarup, who joined the BJP in 2022. And this note also goes on to claim that Balyan purchased 600 bighas and 200 of the land in several areas. In fact, Sangeet Som has completely distanced himself from this press note. It was unsigned, remember. The note also alleging that Balyan's friend Sanjeev Sehrawat helped Balyan purchase land in Australia. While Sangeet Som has distanced himself from the note and even filed a complaint with the police, here's how Sanjeev Balyan camp is hitting back.
ये सभी आरोप फर्जी हैं और मेरा संजीव बाल्यान से इस तरह का कोई भी कृत्य ना मैंने किया है, ना मैंने ऐसा सोचा है, तथा ये जो लेटर हेड पर जो आरोप लगाए हैं ये सारे फर्जी हैं, जिससे समाज में मेरी बदनामी हुई है। और मैंने संगीत सोम को 10 करोड़ रुपए का मानहानि का नोटिस भेजा है, जिसका वो 7 दिन में जवाब देंगे, वरना मैं उनके खिलाफ कानूनी कार्रवाई करूंगा।
Now, it's not just infighting in the BJP, but even their own allies are taking potshots at them. Remember, across in Maharashtra, Ajit Pawar's NCP is also under fire for sinking the prospects of the BJP. Listen in to Chhagan Bhujbal train his guns at the BJP, reminding that the BJP has also lost in UP. Can Ajit Pawar be blamed for that as well? Listen in.
कि भाई 48 सीटों में हमको कितनी सीटें दी गई? 4 और 4 में जो है 2 सीट जो है वो तो हमारे पहले में आए 2 सीट, एक रायगढ़, दूसरी बारामती। एक जगह हम जीत गए, एक जगह हम हार गए। अब उससे कैसे आप बोल सकते हैं कि 48 सीटों पर परिणाम हुआ? हमको तो 2 ही सीट मिले सही मायने में लड़ने के लिए। जैसे यूपी, कोई भी बोल नहीं रहा था कि ऐसा यूपी में इतने पीछे बीजेपी आएगी, मगर आ गई। तो उसके कारण जो है ये सिर्फ अजीत पवार का ये है, ये कहना मैं वाजिब नहीं समझता हूँ।
So is it really internal rift? What is it? Let's open this up. Charu Pragya of the BJP spokesperson joining us, Sanjeev Srivastava, senior journalist joining us on the broadcast, and Tariq Khan, the SP national spokesperson, also joining us on the broadcast. I want to begin with Charu Pragya. Charu, these are not opposition leaders who are making these statements. Those within the BJP as well saying, "Gairon ne nahi loota, hame to apnon ne loota." Is this clear that it is an internal rift within the BJP? What are the reasons that the party is looking at? What went wrong in UP? All right, we don't seem to have Charu Pragya, some technical difficulties that we're facing. We'll try and fix that. Sanjeev Srivastava, what do you think? Because the BJP is now holding a manthan, so it's clear that something has gone horribly wrong for the BJP in Uttar Pradesh. It's one of the states where the party was hoping to get the biggest chunk of seats from, but it didn't happen. What do you think went wrong?
I think there are multiple factors which are responsible for BJP's surprisingly poor showing in Uttar Pradesh. So, but there was a larger feeling of dismay or dissatisfaction against the BJP in so many north and western Indian states. So other than say Gujarat, MP, Chhattisgarh, Delhi, most other of their strongholds they lost. But UP was supposed to be a state where they were hoping to improve their tally from 60s to 70s in this election, and there they were reduced to 30s, and the SP emerged as #1 party. So it was a big drubbing. I think some of the factors you have mentioned yourself in fighting within the state BJP, some factors the RSS have pointed out. There was so much, one has to admit that there was certain amount of disquiet and unease with the BJP top leadership also. The Prime Minister could not enthuse UP voters in the same manner as he enthused, suppose, in Madhya Pradesh. So there was a certain level of indifference or disillusionment with the BJP's top leadership. Then
no,
not just
is there also a leadership difference between the state leaders as well as the national leaders? Because in some of the discussions, speculations also rife that there was a list that was given by the state that these are some of the MPs who are not going to perform well. But despite that, the leadership had given tickets to these MPs, and unfortunately, it didn't work out for the BJP.
So Yogi Adityanath, despite being a big leader, popular leader, the reports about his differences with the central leadership have been well known for last so many years. He has not been given a free hand in picking his officers or selecting candidates. So there is a certain level of friction, unease, certain level of competition as to who will be the real #2 in BJP. So that factor may have also played out. But the bottom line remains, the BJP was losing ground. The Hindutva card wasn't working like it has in the previous 2 elections, and all these factors added together, the arrogance, this approach that we will win come what may, we'll win whoever we give ticket to. So when the going is good, everything succeeds. When the going becomes challenging, a lot of lesser factors or less important things also come out and become a handicap which you cannot surmount. And this is exactly what happened with the BJP in places like UP.
Okay.
And you mentioned Maharashtra for a bit, but I think you want to confine your discussions to
as
UP
well,
more.
because there are some of the differences that are coming up, with some also saying that it is an alliance with the NCP Ajit Pawar that led to it, which is why the NCP is also taking a dig at the BJP. But talking about Uttar Pradesh, while we speak of what went wrong with the party, are we also taking away focus from what the opposition has done? Tariq Khan, Do you think it was the BJP itself to blame for its poor showing in Uttar Pradesh, or would you say that, the opposition or, the Congress and the SP also put up quite a fight? Because there are several factors. It's not just the internal rift, but also the caste questions that came in, the narrative that the Congress and the SP had also started building in Uttar Pradesh.
To get a positive response from the people or from the voter, you need n numbers of factors works for you. Okay? And in case BJP lose or India Alliance lose or Samajwadi Party lose the election or one less number of seats, the responsibility lies on the bigger shoulder. Don't play the game and don't do here and there. Okay? The responsibility is on the bigger shoulder, and the bigger shoulder is Modi and Yogi. Okay? These are the two faces whom we are saying that there is a Modi ji guarantee and there is a bulldozer of Yogi. So what happened? What happened? What happened exactly? What I am saying that happened in Uttar Pradesh, the arrogance of Bharatiya Janata Party, people of Uttar Pradesh wrote that arrogance. Because they find that people will compulsory to vote to us. And they will vote, they became overconfident. And there has been 19 paper leaks.
Okay, so overconfidence, you're also saying that there has been overconfidence in the BJP. Does that mean that the party can course correct for ahead of the assembly elections, or do you think this is a momentum against the BJP which will continue?
These are the rejection of the policies and rejection of Yogi Adityanath. These are the two faces of which you are...
Okay.
The meaning of the local candidate, they say they are nothing. These are the two faces on which they fought the election. Now, why people rejected them?
Okay.
Because they are not able to, since 2017, they are not able to give employment to the people. Lakhs of students appear in the exam and there have been paper leaks.
Okay, so you're saying there are several factors. It's for the party to decide. Of course, we continue getting the inside scoop on what are the discussions that the BJP is having as well internally to think of what went wrong. Thanking you both for joining us on the broadcast. Quick break. We'll be right back.